Right then, lads, welcome back to Cossy's Arsenal podcast. My name is Cossy. We are back again. The match reaction. Here we go. Arsenal have lost their first game of the 2021-2022 campaign to newly promoted side Brentford. And we'd love to get through it, and we'd love to go through it. Smash the like button. Make sure you do subscribe to the channel. Make sure you do tell me how you feel about this one, because it's absolutely unbelievable. When we were entering into the game, we're very optimistic. We thought things could be better. They were not better. They were actually worse. Arsenal losing the opening game. We are the last on the table. It's so funny. But we are the last now on the table, losing to Brentford away from home. But there's a lot to speak about. There's a lot to dive into, especially in this game. Why I think we lost it, why I think Mikel should be out by now, and why I think there is no difference from where we are coming from and where we are going. But let me know in the comment section, what do you think about this game? What did you make of the performance? Generally, I think it was absolutely dog shit. I think it was absolutely dog shit. There's absolutely no way you're telling me that performance there is what we deserve to see. Straight, cut and copy from last season into this season. A poor performance, a negative performance, an Arsenal without morale, an Arsenal without character, an Arsenal without ambition, an Arsenal without identity. And it's like, and Mikel says, because when he said in his press conference, I was active. He said, we've done what we want to do to improve this squad. And that is the improved squad, the same squad, cut and copy, the same squad from last season. Actually, I think we have reduced inequality because we've lost the likes of David Louis, we've lost the likes of the likes of Matteo Guendouzi and the others. So we have actually reduced a little bit in quality, and we are entering a new season, hoping to do better. What did you think about this game? What was your What is your reaction? Probably, what are your positives? What are your negatives in the game? I don't remember picking any positives, really. I don't remember picking any positives. Losing to Brentford in such a manner, for me, is unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable. Opening game of the season. I mean, I thought we would do better. That's the first thing that I thought about. I thought we would do better. I thought Arsenal would try to do better, but we didn't. It was more of the same old Arsenal, getting in there, trying to jeopardize things here and there, passing things around, doing things, the same old Arsenal. Nothing new to talk about. Absolutely nothing new to talk about. So, guys, I would love to know. I'd love to know what you thought about the game. What is your reaction? 2-0 was the final score, or is the final score. Arsenal losing to Brentford. And this is how we started out. Ban Leno was in goal. Callum Chambers, Ben White, Pablo Mari, Kian Tierney, Granit Xhaka, Albert Sambilokonga, Nicola Pepe, Emil Smith-Rowe, Gabriel Martinelli, and Florian Balogun. That is how we started out. And the three substitutions, obviously, that came off. Gabriel Martinelli off, Balogun off, and Callum Chambers off. Nuno Tavares came onto the pitch. Saka came on as well. And don't quite remember the third substitution, really. David Raya started for Brentford. Pontus Jason, Christopher Ayer, Ethan Pinnock, Ryan Henry, Janet, Nogard, Canos, the goal scorer for the first goal, Onyek, Brian Mbeumo, and Ivan Toney started for Brentford. And I think they deserved the win. Absolutely. At times you could argue otherwise, but I think they absolutely deserved the win. They were spot on wherever they wanted to do. They were clear in their intentions. They wanted to win. They were lively. They were dangerous. They were deadly. They had a game plan. They had character. they knew what they were doing. I think everything they did through Ivan Toney, and that's what I've been speaking about almost all the season. Last season, I spoke about it. We've got to get somewhere we play football. We've got to get an identity, and we failed to do that. So if you look at the statistics in the game, Brentford 2, Arsenal 0. Team starts 8 shots for Brentford, 22 for Arsenal. Shots on target, but they had 3. We had 4. Possession 66. They had 34. Passes 560. They had 300. Passing accuracy 86%. They had 12%. Fouls 8 to 12. Yellow card 0-0. Red card 0-0. Offsides 1-1. And corners 5 for Arsenal and 2 for two for Brentford. But if you look at the table, we are actually last, and that's where we are. We actually, we were first when we were entering into this game. We were the first on the table, and now we are the last team on the table. I don't get it. Absolutely don't get it. It's so hard to support this football club. Very, very hard to support Arsenal Football Club. But I would love to get your thoughts in. I would love to know what you people think about the game. If there is not, if there isn't anything you're thinking about it, we could call it a stream. I would love to know what you think about this game. What exactly are your thoughts? That is what I want. Exactly. What are your thoughts on this game? And what's your reaction? In the game, Arsenal must buy quality players with. I'm also tired of that. Arsenal should buy quality players all the time. With such squad, we shall be nowhere. Arsenal won't finish top. I think it's going to be a very long season. I think it's going to be a very, very long Arsenal season. One, that we will see Arsenal struggle right from the start. And I think it actually makes a lot of sense that we struggle against Brighton, because if you look at our next fixtures, it's even worse. Because let me try to get you our next fixtures. It's even worse. So struggling against Brentford is just the beginning. Yeah, it's absolutely just the beginning. So look at it. Our next fixtures, we play Chelsea. In the next game, we are playing Chelsea. Then we shall play West Brom in the second round of the EFL Cup. Manchester City next. After that, then we shall play Norwich, Burnley, and then we shall play Tottenham, Brighton, Crystal Palace, Aston Villa. All these teams are very hard teams. All these are, apart from Leicester, you don't expect to win against Leicester. You don't expect to win against Aston Villa. You can draw with Crystal Palace. You can draw with Tottenham. You can draw with Brighton. Maybe you can beat Burnley. Maybe you can beat Norwich City. Surely not beating Manchester City. And surely not beating Chelsea. So it looks like in the opening 3 games of the season, Arsenal do not expect to win a game. You don't beat Chelsea. We can't beat Chelsea. We know that. It's absolutely out of the picture. We don't beat Chelsea. Unless it's a miracle. We don't beat Chelsea. We are not beating Manchester City. So the first 3 Premier League games, 9 points written off. Absolutely written off. And that's how we begin the season. That's how almost we began last season, beating Fulham, trying to catch a couple of points here and there. And when we went so many games without a win, I think this is what we are gonna have. We're gonna go through the same circumstances this season. And for me, it's more of learning nothing and forgetting nothing. When we were coming up, out of the back of last season, we said it. We needed players. We needed players that could, elevate and amplify our quality. We talked about it. They never happened. Odegaard is coming back. He was here last season. He's a good player. Don't get me wrong. I've already said I believe in him, but I don't think it's the immediate impact the Arsenal need. We've been left with millions and million players, and finally, it's gonna be Martin Odegaard. I'm even tired of it. I'm even tired of Arsenal match reactions. I'm absolutely disgusted and tired of them. I don't want to talk about them anymore. I just want to look at some of your comments and reactions. Just that. William Hooker says it's heartbreak. More to come, more heartbreaks to come, because Arsenal has no creative midfielder, and no, they have to sign Maddison. No leadership at all, and this is what I've been saying with people who have been saying, "Oh, Granit Xhaka is a leader." Oh, there's no leadership in the Arsenal side. There is no leadership, absolutely no leadership. You don't see any. I don't know why. I don't know why people want to create a heaven for Xhaka. I don't know why. Like, I don't get it. Why we want to create a safe place for Granit Xhaka? Call it a heaven. I don't know why. Absolutely don't get it. I don't get it. Absolute rubbish. Guys, take it easy, because it's now past, though. It's what do you mean it's now past? What do you mean it's now past? It's in the present. We lost the game not even 10 minutes ago. It's not in the past. It's in the present. Because I told you Arsenal has planned to fail. Cronky out. Arsenal must buy quality. It's a big shame. You know what? It's more like a regurgitation of what we were doing last summer. It's more like last season. It's more like a regurgitation of the same. I don't see any difference in what we did last season and what we are doing last season. So that is it. Arsenal lose 2-0. Have a blessed night.